Today we will be continuing our Let's Play of Resident Evil 4.
Feeble humans, let us give you our power. Soon, you will become unable to resist this intoxicating power.
He put his eggies in us.
Hey, wake up.
Yay. Crawl out of one hole and into another.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Americano, see? Now what brings a bloke like you to this part of the world? Oh, hey, easy, whoever you are.
Name's Leon. Came here looking for this girl. Seen her?
What, are you supposed to be a cop or something? Nah, you don't look the type.
Maybe.
Okay, let me guess. She's the president's daughter?
That's too good for a guess. Want to start explaining?
Psychic powers. Nah, just kidding with you, amigo. I overheard one of the villagers talking something about the president's daughter in the church.
And who might you be?
Me llamo Luis Serra. I used to be a cop in Madrid. But now I'm just a good-for-nothing guy who happens to be quite a ladies' man.
Why'd you quit?
Phew, policia. You put your life on the line, nobody really appreciates you enough for it. Being a hero isn't what it's cracked up to be anymore.
Used to be a cop myself. Only for a day, though.
I thought I was bad.
Somehow I managed to get myself involved with the incident in Raccoon City on my first day in the force.
That is the incident with the viral outbreak, right? I think I might have seen a sample of the virus in a lab at the department.
Hey boy, I'm not dying.
Do something, cop!
After you.
Now!
So clean, man.
It's Leon. Sorry I couldn't get in touch sooner, but I was a bit tied up.
You're okay, right?
I'm fine. There was a male civilian held captive. According to him, Ashley's in a church somewhere.
What happened to him?
He managed to escape.
Do you have a fix on the location of that church?
No, but apparently there's a secret passage in the village that leads there. I'm heading back to the village.
Alright, so... Anyway, now here we are on chapter 1-2.
Over here, stranger.
Oh, man. Oh, if you played this game before, even if you haven't played this game before, I'm sure many of you know who that is already. Now, I always found it interesting, right? How there's a typewriter literally right here, even though obviously a new chapter just started, which means most people should have saved already, unless that's one of those things where maybe somebody wanted to save before talking to the merchant just in case they messed up, or maybe talk to him after, or just, you know, one reason or another. Yeah, this is the next onslaught of enemies that we are going to be facing here, so this would be pretty fun. But first things first, we obviously got to go talk to the merchant, because last episode we did pick...
Got something that might interest you.
It's obviously last... Oh, wait.
Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
And then he just goes on to tell you about the medallions that I was talking about in the last episode. But anyway, obviously, yeah, we picked up a good bit of treasures and all that in the last episode. We have 6 spinels or spinels, however you're supposed to pronounce that. I always just said spinels, as well as the pendant. And then there is the beer stein here, which I'm not going to be selling because, as I explained in the last episode, you can mix and combine certain treasures in this game, so you can like slot in different treasures and stuff like that. So we'll be waiting to do that. Do I? I don't think I need the bigger case yet, but then again, I mean, I can afford it. We already have 55,000. We would have had 65,000 if I would have killed the other chainsaw guy, but as I said in the last episode, I don't really do that often just because it's not really necessary. Since I am quite proficient at this game, I end up having more than enough money by the end of the game. Anyway, not going to pick up the rifle. I'm going to wait till the castle to pick up the semi-auto rifle, and the rocket launcher I also don't need yet. We won't need that till 2-1. So we'll definitely need to make sure that we have at least 30,000 saved by then. As for tune-ups, again, not going to worry about that for now. So now we are safe to go ahead and carry on with the chapter. I wanted to mention it in the last episode, and I probably should have mentioned it like before we even like started playing the game or anything, but it is what it is. Anyway, Resident Evil 4 is actually my favorite game of all time. Now, I have talked about that, you know, told that story in many other videos, but again, you know, I feel like that's something that I should have at least mentioned in the first episode of this Let's Play, just to kind of, I guess, explain how much this game actually means to me, right? Because I already explained my nostalgia for this game before, but alright, let's go ahead and swap some of these things around. Funny story that just randomly popped in my head here as we're kind of taking out these villagers. Yesterday, I think by the time that I was recording the first bit of this, you know, the series, I was already wearing my Super Mario shirt. But originally yesterday, I was actually wearing a Dragon Ball shirt. It was like the same color and everything, like this beige whatever. But yesterday, because I go out on a run every morning, and when I went out on that run, a frog jumped onto my shoulder. Now, frogs are absolutely disgusting. I'm not necessarily scared of frogs. That being said, frogs can obviously carry all sorts of weird, like, diseases and nasty things, so I don't like being touched by them. I don't like being near them. So, yeah, I changed my shirt immediately after that, but it was quite terrifying. I wish that because I have a Ring in my house, right? Like one of those cameras at the front door. So, I was hoping that maybe it would have caught it on video, but unfortunately it didn't go off for some reason. Even though it happened literally as soon as I stepped out in front of the front door, but yeah. It's one of those things, I stepped outside and I was just like, I heard it and I felt it just jump on my shoulder. Yeah, I did my run, then I came home and switched my shirt. I was like, yeah, nope. Not even gonna risk it, because it's one of those things where, like, it landed on the part of my shoulder where I would normally, like, you know... So, you know, sometimes when you're out running, you start sweating, you kind of, like, you know, just do a quick wipe of the sweat off on your, you know, like, your shirt sleeve or whatever. I didn't want to risk wiping my eyes or my face with frog goo. That just didn't sound like a good idea to me. Kick you out of the way. You in the face. Dynamite! Yeah, that one hurt. That one hurted. Okay, I should, you know what, we have a lot of shotgun ammo. I'm gonna make use of it. Ow. We already used our first yellow herb, so I do want to keep using that to get our health bar as full as possible by the end of the game. You know what, I'm gonna take out that guy so then the dynamite goes off and takes out the rest of them. Then I'm gonna switch back to the handgun. Thankfully, for a lot of animation in this game, Leon just automatically has iframes, which is very useful. Ow! God, dude. Getting blown to smithereens. It is kind of my fault. I haven't exactly been playing as proficiently as I should, I suppose. Gotta watch my surroundings a bit better. Oh, jeez. They normally don't spam dynamite this much, though. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because I'm taking a different path than I normally do. Down you go. Do the old shank in the crotch while he's down. If you... It wasn't lining up exactly. There we go. There you go, down you go. You... nothing in there, unfortunately. Are you gonna drop any heals for me? Nobody... Dang. No heals for your man, Leon? I'm gonna go ahead and take out some of these dynamite guys. They are really getting on my nerves. And then you, I'm just gonna shoot you down too. Alright, so we got the first half of the emblem. And we collected all the goodies from... Oh, there he goes, spamming dynamite again. Jeez. There's a green herb right here. We'll gladly take that. We'll go ahead and combine it while I'm thinking of it. Beautiful. So, like I said, heals, it's not something I'm too worried about. We'll be fine. We'll get way more than we'll ever need by the time that we get later in the game. Especially considering the fact that you can buy first aid sprays from the merchants, so. And for relatively cheap. It's only 5,000 Pesettes? I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to pronounce that currency. Pizzas? Oh my goodness! I got hit again! Never mind my heals. Goodness. Like I said, I never really have an issue with the dynamite guys. I really don't know what's happening. You. And shoot you. Alright, now there's more guys obviously. I heard that one. Fun fact, this is actually my first time playing this game with headphones. It's just crazy being able to like hear so specifically where enemies are coming from. Just because, like, normally when I play video games, I have a surround sound system in my room, so, you know, I can hear, like, everything from, like, every other direction. But in headphones, it's much more linear, I guess. Like, if it's coming from the right, it's coming from the right. If it's coming from the left, it's coming from the left. I know there's also, like, 3D headphones nowadays that are supposed to give you more of that surround sound feeling with headphones on. Never tried those before, though, so... Not too sure what those are like. I know like PlayStation has some. I don't know. I might try them at some point down the line. I just don't really like headphones that much. I just use them when I'm recording, but otherwise I tend to kind of get a headache actually after a while. Now we'll go ahead and combine these, and now we have the hexagonal emblem. So, there we go. Combine, insert. There we go. Now we're out of that segment. Again, I could have rushed through that part of it faster and probably taken less damage as a result, but I want to be somewhat thorough in this playthrough because, you know, if I was playing in my free time, sure I could blast through the game in only a handful of hours, really. Like, I think my fastest time ever was, now this was on like New Game Plus, but it was still like less than 2 hours. But obviously I don't want to just blast through the game like that and, you know, skip cutscenes and all that, or skip past important stuff either in this. So, yeah, we do have some more dynamite guys coming up, but thankfully it's much easier to defend yourself from the ones coming up here. Take this guy out here. We'll toss this thing. Okay. There you go. Shoot in the face. Now, there's a guy. Yeah, I was going to say there's a guy coming around the corner here. Take him out. If anything, it might not have been a bad idea to tune up the power of my handgun when we were at the merchant, but that's alright, because again, it's one of those things where we'll be getting rid of this one in just a small amount of time. We'll be getting the Red 9, which is, you know, the most powerful handgun in the game. Because once you get that in, like, Chapter 2.1 or whatever, or 2.1, 2.2, somewhere in there, usually I just, you know, I don't have like a specific time frame where I feel like I need to get specific weapons, but I have a certain time frame where I try to get certain weapons compared to others. And the Red 9, I definitely try to have that before the cabin fight. Just because obviously you're getting swarmed by enemies the entire time you're in there. Okay, we'll go ahead and break that. Let's see, 1,000 pitas. Again, I don't know how you're actually supposed to pronounce it. Alright, now these guys, these are the ones I was talking about. A lot of dynamite, but they're really easy to defend yourself against, and you can actually shoot the dynamite out of their hands, so yeah, it's not happening there, but you can use it to your advantage to take out the other guys too. Now let's see. Pop up. No. Alright, so when they pop up again, I'm just gonna get them with... No, you know what? We're just... If they want to do it to me, I'll do it to... Oh, wow. My aim is doo-doo. Alright, we'll do it with the TMP then. Pop up. Nope! Get down, Leon! Why did you hang around like that? You were supposed to duck, Leon! Why didn't you duck? Alright. Now you pop. Okay. I guess they're both dead. Alright, now there's some TMP ammo over here in the corner. There are some treasures we're about to grab, so let me grab that, and then watch out. There's a bunch of bear traps on the floor here. I'm just gonna shoot them just to be safe, because apparently when it comes to taking damage, I am doing a very terrible job at avoiding it. But there is something coming up soon where we'll be able to get some fishies. Those are a great source of health, so we'll be fine. I'm so glad that I switched to the shotgun when I did. That, I wasn't planning for that to happen like that, but I'm glad that it did. Fun fact, so as I was saying before, the first time that I played this game was on PlayStation 2, and there's not even water in this room in that version of the game. There's actually a few, like, kind of... Oh, that's another thing that I love about this game. A lot of very, I guess, obvious indicators as to, like, your surroundings. So, like, for example, when there's no more enemies, the music just cuts. When there's enemies, it'll go full blast, and when there's none, it just goes silent. It's all peaceful. But in the PlayStation 2 version of this game, there's, like, yeah, some, like, I guess just, you know, funny oddities or whatever, just interesting oddities, just because obviously that console was weaker than the GameCube, which this game was a GameCube exclusive for a very short amount of time. But even by the time the PS2 version came out, even if maybe graphically or resolution speaking, it wasn't the most, I guess, like, best looking quote-unquote version of the game, if you want to put it that way. I would say it was definitely still the definitive one, just because it had separate ways. It had Simonetta and, you know, all that stuff in there, so. Yeah, as I was saying before, you come down here and you got all these fishies. Now, obviously you could, like, toss a grenade in here, but I'm trying to be careful, especially considering the fact that we literally just wasted one of our grenades up there. I don't want to take too many fishies, but this is one of the reasons why I wasn't too concerned about our heals, because it is very easy to come across heals in this game. There's always, like, you know, unique ways to do it, because sure, you know, you got the basic herbs and first aid sprays, but if you get creative, you can come down here and go fishing for a moment. And just like that, we have more heals than we know what to do with for the foreseeable future, so I'm not worried. So we'll come up here. Now, we can progress forwards. Yeah. Oh, wow, we're actually almost at the end of the chapter. Oh no, I missed the first crow. You know what? I'm gonna shoot. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Still got the crow. Okay, so then we come over here and break this. More TNT ammo, thank you. Oh, that is one thing. I'll have to readjust the inventory a bit here, because it is looking a little messy. But, yeah, okay. Let's go ahead. Do a little bit of inventory management real quick. Thank you. I know I was gonna say something before, but I completely just blanked out on whatever I was gonna say, so. There's that. I feel like I was about to say something about the whole PS2 version of this game. I know I already said one thing, but I felt like there was something else I was gonna say. Well, if it comes back to me, it will. But one great thing about playing this game so many times is that I have all these puzzles memorized. So there we go. Then we come into this room. We got some handgun ammo over here in the desk, and then we got a key right here, which this will be useful once we get back to the village, because there's a room or a building that we couldn't access previously. Yeah, obviously we'll be going back, so you guys will see it before too long, but that'll be useful there, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like a form of backtrack. But anyway, this is actually already the end of the chapter, so we'll just kind of sit back, chillax, and enjoy the cutscene together.
Nuestro jefe se cuidará de la cosa. Si la plaga es mucho mejor que la
You carry the same blood as us, it seems. Nevertheless, you're an outsider. Just remember, if you become unpleasant to our eyes, you'll face severe consequences.
What? Same blood.
And just like that, we are at the end of chapter 1-2. So we'll go ahead and save and take a moment to enjoy the typewriter music together. As always, go ahead and save there. And yeah, so that'll be it for this episode. Again, I'm gonna stick to, I think, just doing one of these mini chapters per video, but I don't know. We'll just kind of see how things go and see how you guys are feeling with it. You know, if you guys decide you want longer videos, I'll do them longer. But if you like this length, then we'll just stick to the length that I have them at currently. One thing I will say is that I think I may end up having to change my controller, or at the very least buy a new controller dedicated to my setup, because I'm not trying to make excuses here, but I don't know if you, yeah, it's like a, you know, it's like a cheap third-party controller, and I've had this for like 5-6 years, and I use it for like playing PC games, but it's just, it's not, I mean, it's a third-party controller, so it's not the best thing in the world. So I'm not trying to make excuses for the damage I was taking throughout the video, but I will say that I already know if I had a better controller, I would have been able to have a better control of things, because sometimes certain buttons stick, sometimes stick trap and the dead zones just aren't exactly how they should be, so it kind of just throws me off a little bit. Again, not trying to make excuses, just telling the genuine truth here, so I might even bring over one of the controllers from my other setup. It's just annoying doing that sometimes, because sometimes it can turn on my consoles while I'm trying to play over here. There can be connection issues, so I'll have to figure it all out. Anyways, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with the series so far, and next episode... So yeah, actually the next couple episodes are it's gonna be like almost like a boss rush of sorts with just how many big bads we have to take down, so it's gonna be very exciting. And I hope you guys are looking forward to it, because I most certainly am. I'm looking forward to this whole series. But anyway, as always, massive shout out to all the Patreons, and should remember saying it all in the low ball tier number, shout out to all the big ball tier, my last name is Dadman, and bitch, shout out on GZ, Ron, Ben, so much, thank you guys so much, you guys are literal legends, I love you. Thank you guys for watching, have an amazing day, stay beautiful, I love you all. Peace.